Japanese swords often feature intricate carvings on their blades. These carvings, known as Toushin-Choukoku, blade engravings, have been a tradition since ancient times. There are various types of blade engravings, which not only enhance the artistic value of the Japanese sword, but also carry deep meanings. The origin of blade engravings dates back to the 7th and 8th centuries. A sword owned by Prince Shotoku, referred to as the Seven-Star Sword, already had engravings. Swords from that period did not yet have the shape we commonly refer to as katana, and the engravings were simple, consisting of shallow grooves in the blade filled with gold and silver, rather than being three-dimensional. The technique of blade engraving was said to have been established during the mid-Heian period. From this time, the technique of carving three-dimensional designs into the blade was established. Originally, a technique called hi, or grooves, was developed to reduce the weight of the heavy swords. These grooves not only made the sword lighter, but also prevented it from bending and increased its strength. Additionally, these grooves were sometimes coated with lacquer to facilitate maintenance. It is said that Japanese swords easily rust if not properly cared for after use, and because of their structure, grooves are difficult to maintain. Therefore, by applying lacquer, which is said to have insect repellent and antiseptic effects, the onset of rust was prevented. As a result, grooving became common in swords of that time. Swords were weapons for combat, so they evolved into forms that emphasized performance to be more user-friendly for people. At that time, blade engravings did not have an artistic significance. In the 12th century, entering the Kamakura period, battles led by samurai increased, leading to an era of turmoil. During this time, Buddhism, especially esoteric Buddhism, which had been introduced from the continent, was fervently believed in among the samurai, and this faith began to be reflected in sword engravings. Swords were engraved with symbols to invoke victory in battle and protection from evil, first and foremost with Sanskrit characters. Sanskrit characters are the script created by the Buddhist protector deity Brahma. In sword engravings, these characters represented the names of gods and Buddhas, and among samurai, it was particularly believed that engraving the name of Fudomyo, the highest Buddha in Buddhism, would bring about the merits of warding off evil and achieving success in life. Subsequently, the engraving techniques evolved significantly, and Fudomyo was represented not only by Sanskrit characters, but also by his incarnation, the Soken, and the sword he holds, known as the Ookurikara sword. Many of the swords from that period that still exist today are often engraved with designs related to Fudomyo. In the 17th century, during the Edo period, as society became more peaceful, Japanese swords began to be valued not only as weapons, but also as works of art, leading to more decorative blade engravings. The motifs carved into the blades included a wide variety of subjects, such as animals and plants, Japanese poetry, waka, Chinese poetry, figures of gods and Buddhas, and tools held by Buddhist statues, often regarded as having good fortune. The choice of design was influenced by the preferences of the owner and the maker, resulting in a diverse range of engravings. Similar to the chest decorations on samurai armor or the symbols on banners, blade engravings served as a form of talisman for the owner, offering protection, praying for victory in battle, and wishing for longevity and prosperity. Here, let's highlight some representative sword engravings. The Ookurikara sword refers to the sword held by Fudomyo. This sword is also a ritual implement used in esoteric Buddhism for prayers, meditation, and exorcism, characterized by its trident-like handle. It is said to repel misfortune and evil spirits. Next, the doko is another esoteric Buddhist ritual implement, similar to the Ookurikara sword. It appears as a short spear with pointed ends and a handle in the center, meant to protect the owner and shatter earthly desires. Additionally, the Tamoe-ryu, chasing pearls dragon engraving, depicts a dragon chasing after a pearl, a motif derived from the ancient Chinese Beidou belief, which refers to the Big Dipper and the North Star. In ancient China, the emperor was aligned with the North Star, central to the universe, making the dragon a symbol of power. Apart from the chasing pearls dragon, engravings of dragons ascending toward the heavens or descending to the earth are also common. The Ookurikara, known as the beloved sword of the Sengoku period warlord Date Masamune, is recognized for the beauty of its blade and well represents his faith. Feared by other daimyo as the one-eyed dragon due to his moniker and commonly known for wearing an eye patch, Date Masamune conquered Oshu at the young age of 23. He cherished this sword engraved with the Ookurikara sword throughout his life, a testament to his deep reverence for Fudomyo. There is a story that remains about him. When he was just 5 years old, he visited a temple with his retainers. There, he encountered a statue with a terrifying expression, glaring fiercely. He exclaimed, "What is this? Could it possibly be a Buddha?" The priest responded, "This is Fudomyo, a Buddha of great compassion." Masamune, who had only ever seen Buddhas with gentle and serene expressions, was astonished. The priest continued, "Just as there are good and evil people in this world, Fudomyo is a Buddha who punishes those who stray from the path of Buddhism and guides them back to righteousness. He wears that fearsome face to express his disdain for wicked hearts. But inside, he harbors a compassionate desire to cherish and save people." At an age when most would quickly grow bored of a sermon, Masamune listened intently. Looking up at the statue, he muttered, "This Buddha represents what a great lord should be like. Fierce and formidable on the outside, but kind and compassionate on the inside. I wish to be like this too." Having been ashamed of his appearance after losing an eye to illness, he saw himself in Fudomyo and found the path he should follow. Afterward, wearing this sword and embodying the spirit of Fudomyo, he truly ascended as a mighty warlord, soaring like a dragon into the sky. We hope you enjoyed this exploration into the world of Japanese swords. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting content about the history of Japanese swords. Until next time, sayonara.